So today we're going to be going to Izu. Izu is a peninsula just south of Tokyo, and it's just full of nature. It's amazing. We're on this coastline, which I can't remember. I'll write it down at the bottom. And this coastline, as you can see, is just amazing. Typical Japanese coastline where it's quite rugged, and you'll see black sand. Right now we are at Jogasaki Coast. Izu Peninsula is the only part located on the Philippine Sea Plateau in Honshu. This part was originally a group of volcanic islands and submarine volcanoes in the South Seas. These islands and volcanoes drifted by the northward motion of the Philippine Sea Plate and collided with Honshu Island, the main island of Japan, after 600 years ago to form a peninsula. Even now, volcanic activity and crustal movements continue in this peninsula. As a result, various gifts of nature such as an abundant hot springs, spring water, and natural scenery are enjoyed by the people of the peninsula. Approximately 4,000 years ago, the lava which flowed down from the Omuro volcano poured into the Sagami Sea. The front edge of this lava is the coast called Jogasaki. Jogasaki Lighthouse.
We are at Jogasaki Kaigan. Izu Peninsula is one of the famous place and a very great view. And this is a suspension bridge.
Look at this volcanic rock here. 40,000 years a volcano erupted and created this.
I can't walk anymore. My knees are getting weak.
This time of year in Japan, the temperatures can fluctuate by 10 to 12 degrees. Last couple days it was about 18 or something like that, 19, 20, and now it's at almost 30 degrees here.
We are going to the Omuro-san's lift, and then super lineup. So many people here.
Look at the traffic on the way back.
Oh no, it's too much lineup. We need to give up for this.
Omuro volcano is a 580-meter monogenetic scoria cone that was created by a 4,000-year-old eruption. Lava from this volcano created landscape features like the Izu Plateau and the jagged Jogasaki Coast. So we're in Inotori morning market. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Oh. We're hanging out at Amagi. Such a cool place up here. As you can see, I feel like you're kind of on top of the world. Mount Amagi, a large volcanic mountain of Izu Peninsula, is a result of volcanic activity approximately 800 to 200,000 years ago, long after the collision of Izu Island and the mainland. While much of Mount Amagi eroded over time by wind and water flow over the volcanic activity had ended, the higher altitudes, 400 to 800 meters above sea level, of Hosono grasslands contained areas that were unaffected and remained as smooth grasslands.
To the very top of the mountain.
Up here you can see the wind power, and it's making this noise, this whoosh, whoosh noise. Sakura, copy mom. Okay, come over here.
For it.
Your breath is symphony in the air, echoing the love beyond compare. Fingers trace the years we've climbed, dancing with you for the last time.
We are in Izu. We are at our Airbnb. We're in a place called Moonwalk. At night, it's famous for being able to see the moon. Just down here is a very famous onsen where you can sit there and literally be in your hot tub and have the waves crashing up right behind you. D-chan, what's the apartment trying to tell us?
I don't smoke.
Super interesting bathtub. They just made it out of wood. So I was looking at that, I was thinking, wow, that's really kind of cool. When you sit in it, you kind of like squished up, but it's comfortable.
We are in Higashizu now, and then we are heading home, Tokyo. We are going through Shimoda and then Nishizu and going back to my parents' house.
Shirahama Beach, and as you can tell, it is fabulous. It's a white beach. Tomoko and I came here 16 years ago. Here we are back again. We are currently walking through a cape in Shimoda. The name of the cape is
Tsumeki.
like this everywhere. They're a trike, which means that you can drive it with a car license and you don't have to wear a helmet. Japanese style camper van. Tomoko and I are thinking in the future we would love to get a camper van and drive and tour around Japan. Sucker is going to test the water. Oh, that's warm.
Fuji, 45. Where should I go next?
Cute. See? Look, he's got a long nose. Right? We just went to Irizawa Lighthouse. Absolutely fantastic, right there at the edge of the peninsula of Izu. Once again, just amazed by the coastline here. When hiking and walking around Japan and going to these peninsulas and parks, you just can't help but suck in the historical and cultural feeling of Japan. Culturally, it goes back thousands of years, and historically, of course, with the geological aspects of it, prehistory, prehistoric, volcanic formation, everywhere you go, you just get a sense that this country and this land is extremely old and rich in diversity. Nikai Bay. What do you think? Planet of the Apes. My God, what have you done, humanity? You're a monkey. You're a monkey. So you can see it's really super picturesque, and there's a real treat because we finally saw Mount Fuji. I don't know if you can make it out in this video here, but it's right there and we can see the top of it. There's a hawk right there. We found this whole trail. Cigarette found it. But it's not very well maintained. By the looks of it, it's quite old. Maybe it was like an old house or something.
Can we go faster? Viewpoint, this way, go on.
A little bit on the rustic part, but we don't mind, we're Canadian.
You okay?
Well, the trip failed. We went down the path and it just got even more and more overgrown. There was definitely a dwelling here in the past. We've seen rocks carved out to fill with fresh drinking water, so it must go back quite a while.
Ow. Ow.
See how it's been carved away? The people that carved that out worked for the people that own this land, or it was them who carved it out. That's the thing about Japan. Here you have somebody's carving out volcanic rock that they've cut into to create a well. This rock was placed here and tiered down in this pathway. They've leveled it off and built probably a house on top here. Japan is 85% mountainous, 15% flat. The only way to get flat land is to get rocks and create retaining walls and then throw in earth so that you can then build on top of it. You see that even today in the modern buildings, a lot of the buildings in Japan are built with retaining walls. See? Somebody carved that
Oh, and that.
to make water. And these stairs were carved out. Yeah. Well, like always, we're running the clock here. It's getting late. We finally managed to get to Dogashima, which is the place I really wanted to go to. We should be able to run quickly to the cliffs. That'll probably be the end of our daylight, but that's the way it goes when you're trying to push 1,000 things into one day. But such a great day.
I want to leave you now.
Just had traditional Japanese food here, gyoza and ramen. This fabulous little ramen restaurant here in this little town. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe I'll put the name of it here or here. Very cool. Now we're gonna head back to Tokyo.